If you're in year 12, do not skip this video because this is everything that you need to be doing right now. Everything in terms of work experience, personal statement, mock exam, this is what you need to be doing. First things first, mock exams. These are so important. These are going towards your predicted grades. Do not just coast by and think it's fine, because you're gonna get predicted really poor grades and you're not gonna get into your dream uni. Take them seriously. Try your best, try new revision strategies, get into the habit of deep work. As in revising with no distractions, working on your weakest area, getting into this flow state where you're just focused on this work. Use things like Pomodoros and various different active recall strategies to figure out what works for you, because this is going to be very, very different than it was for GCSE. If you feel overwhelmed, take a step back and go and work on those things that you misunderstood first. The key thing to understand about A-levels is that things build on each other more so than any GCSE subject. For example, in A-level maths, if you fundamentally do not understand the principles of differentiation at the start of year 12, you're kind of cooked for the rest of the course. Same with any subject, it's about what you're doing and why you're doing it. And if you are confused about what you're doing in class now, don't be tearing your hair out trying to understand it until you've understood the previous thing. Secondly, personal statement. You should have been doing your supercurriculars up until now, but if you haven't done any, don't worry, you've got all summer. And if you lock in, this is more than enough time. And it's not just reading books. You can listen to podcasts, you can watch documentaries, you can watch debates, you can do work experience, you can do summer school, read articles, reports, they all count. If I were you, I would make a list of all of the things that you intend to do before submitting your UCAS application. So over my summer, I read 2 books. I read 2 books before the summer. I had 4 in my personal statement. I went to 2 summer schools. I did work experience, but obviously I hadn't done this by this point in year 12. So I had a whole list of what I was going to do and honestly, why I was going to do it. For example, one of the books I read because I read something in the other book that made me interested in it. Thirdly, work experience. Incredibly important if you are applying to something like medicine, dentistry, or a vocational course. But it's important for any subject depending on what you are doing and the type of work experience you can get. Be looking for opportunities, and if you can't find any in person, there are plenty of opportunities online. You can find many on UCAS, SpringPod, Bright Network. I've got many recommendations and I'm going to be posting them over the next few days, so be sure to follow so you don't miss out on that. Finally, you should be making revision resources for your mock exams as an element of your revision. Do this in an active way and it will be very beneficial, both now and in the future. Trust me, your year 13 self will thank you for this. If you found this video helpful, be sure to follow for more daily study tips. I'm going to be posting my top study tips and tricks every single day until the end of your mock exams.